What's up, guys? Dodgers Randy here for your game recap on today's 7-6 loss against the Phillies. That does split the series for us. We took two from Philly, they took two from us. However, it was a pretty successful road trip. Record-wise, depending, you can bullpen all of that. You can kind of figure out on your own. But we took 2 out of 3 at Boston. Took 2 out of 4 in Philadelphia. So anytime you can come out with series wins or series splits on the road, it's a good sign. Just a lot of bad baseball, it seems, over the last week for our guys. Some rough defense and a lot of rough pitching, especially mostly from the bullpen. But really, we'll go ahead and get into this. Do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe button. It would mean the world to me. Caleb Ferguson got called back up today, and they sent Casey Sadler down. Not a good welcome back for Ferguson. We'll get into that in a minute. And then I hope most of you got to watch today's game, as it was on YouTube. At about first pitch, there was about 82,000 people. By about the 5th inning or so, I saw it at its highest point at about 184,000, which is incredible. I'm glad that they're doing this. Not a huge fan of it being on YouTube when I pay for Spectrum. I would love to hear Joe Davis, but at the same time, I'm very happy that there are fans all over the world who finally get to see a game, and those who don't have Spectrum got to see the game. So that was definitely the upside to it. And they will be doing it again when the Cardinals come home. I don't know, or come to Dodger Stadium. I don't know the exact date, but it will be that series. So make sure you guys get that one so you can watch it. Other than that, let's jump into this game. Ross Stripling on the mound. He looked a little rough at times. A lot of rain. We thought there was going to be a rain delay. They did not delay the game at all. So we did see a little bit of rough defense behind him. Muncy did have an error that ended up unfortunately leading to a run. But other than that, Stripling had a pretty decent day. Threw about 90 pitches. He went 5 innings, gave up 5 hits. If you look at his line, he did give up 3 runs. However, only 2 of them were earned because Muncy had the dropped ball. 5 strikeouts and no walks. So a pretty good day when you look at it. When you think of the fact that he's a spot starter, he's taking over Rich Hill's spot. You can't really be too upset with that. The offense fought back, did what they needed to do, kept going. Unfortunately, the bullpen the bullpen did let this one slip away again. Garcia came in the 6th inning. He did really well. He only gave up 1 hit, got out of the inning. Caleb Ferguson is kind of where it all started, unfortunately. He hit the first batter he saw, walked the next one. Dave Roberts had enough after that point, pulled him, brought in Floro. So there were 2 on and no out for Floro. Floro quickly gets a strikeout and then unfortunately gives up an RBI single. They bring in Kelly, and unfortunately just a tough go for him today. RBI single, then he gives up a 2-run single. It is what it is. Sometimes it's going to happen. It just really, really sucks that it keeps happening the way it does, that we keep seeing things fall apart the way that they do. Because Joe Kelly's been great for us these last 2-3 weeks or so, whatever it's been. But when you see a collapse like this, when the rest of the bullpen has been falling apart the way it is, this one hurts. We should have won this game. We could have easily swept, but the bullpen kind of just couldn't hold it together for us in these 2 games. So JT Chargois came in, quickly gave up a single, but then he got a double play, hit a guy, and then got strikeout. So that was it there. On the offensive side of things, little fun fact for today's game that nobody will be happy about. Bill Miller, the home plate umpire, he sucks. He's very, very bad at his job. And if you watch the 2017 World Series Game 5, you will know exactly who I'm talking about, because the Astros and the Dodgers both could not stand that guy. He was terrible on both sides. It was a terribly called game in the World Series, and he did it again today. A lot of strikes called balls. There were balls called strikes. It was a mess out there. He really screwed us over on a couple big at-bats that guys went down, and the ball was a good couple inches out of the zone. So please bring robot umpires. Since MLB does not want to hold their umpires accountable to being trash, please bring robot umpires to the league, because no team deserves this. And personally, I'm tired of it. I never wanted robot umpires, but I can't stand this anymore. Get these guys out of here. They suck at their job, and MLB does nothing about it. But back to a little bit more positive stuff. Rough day for Jock. Only reached base once with a walk. Verdugo, solid game for him. He did strike out twice. I believe Jeff Snyder on Twitter, Snydog, had mentioned that this is the first time in the first time Verdugo has struck out multiple times in back-to-back games. He did strike out twice today. However, he did walk, and he also hit his 12th home run of the season in the 9th inning to bring the Dodgers within 1 run. Unfortunately, Turner was not able to follow it up. He almost got it out. It looked like we were going to see a collision in the outfield. Never want to see anyone get hit, but I want our guys to win. And unfortunately, just didn't get it done. But Turner did have a decent day out there, double and a single. Bellinger, rough day for him, hit into a double play, only reached by a walk. Muncy, 3 strikeout game. We see that from him quite consistently. He either hits a lot or strikes out a lot in a game. You never know which one you're going to get. Unfortunately, we got the strikeout one. Matt Beaty absolutely killed it out there. He was a triple shy of the cycle. He hit his 4th home run of the season. He had an infield single and a double. Kiké, easily the best day. He hit 2 home runs today. He's now got 16 home runs on the year. He had an RBI single, so he's now got 51 RBIs, and he had another single. So he reached base every time, got a hit, went 4 for 4. Can't ask for more than that. Unfortunately, we're still having to watch Barnes play, and he's doing nothing. We need this guy back right here. Will Smith, bring him back, please, and leave him right here, Matt Beaty. Don't take him off the roster, the 25-man. Keep them. I don't know how you're going to do it. Especially once Chris Taylor comes back. That's a really difficult situation, but I really don't want to see either of them go, or I don't want to see Matt Beaty go, but I know it's bound to happen, unfortunately, at some point. Seager pinched it, and Pollock came in. Neither of them did anything. Same thing with Freeze. Freeze got screwed on strike called 3. But really, that's it. I'm very happy this team is heading back home. They're heading home to play the Marlins. Hopefully they can get out there, sweep them. We've got our best pitchers. I believe we've got Ryu, Kershaw, Buehler on the mound this weekend. So as long as they're on top of their game, which they usually always are, and we love to hit it home, it shouldn't be a problem. I'm excited to get back to the stadium. I believe it's the first home game. They said it's the 18th. I think they said since the 7th, which looks about right. So it'll be so nice to get back at Dodger Stadium. We will do our live Q&A. I almost forgot about that. We will do our live Q&A tomorrow at 4:30. You can grab this t-shirt from Breaking Tea. Link is in my description. Just click that link and then look for the Dodgers. They've got a bunch of cool stuff. Make sure you guys check them out. They sent this over to me. They send me a couple free shirts every once in a while, so I appreciate it. I try to show you guys as much stuff as possible so you can find it. I'm not a big fan of spending money on MLB gear. I like to have small business or Dodger fan gear. So other than that, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Bye, guys.